Sacramento, California's state capital and host of the 2025 SBD World's Strongest Man, where the fans await the athletes of Group 4 and the start to their qualifying round for a spot in this year's final. Welcome back to the 2025 SBD World's Strongest Man in Sacramento, California. Only 4 spots remain in the final, 2 of which will come from Group 4. I'm Carter Blackburn, along with 2017 Giants Live North American champion Rob Kearney. All right, Group 4 is known as the Group of Death, so someone who could possibly make it to the final isn't going to make it out. With all of the experience in this group, how do you make a prediction?
Well, we have to look at Maxime Boudreau coming back to World's Strongest Man for the first time in a few years. An athlete who is known for his explosive power, his overhead pressing power, and his overall athleticism. An athlete who's also been plagued by injuries over the past few years, but some of that has stood on top of the podium in 3rd place in 2021 here in Sacramento. We expect him to make a push for that final this year.
We also have American Trey Mitchell making his 7th appearance, 4-time finalist. What can we expect from him this year?
A perennial World's Strongest Man athlete known as the Big Thicket, Trey Mitchell is here to put on a show. He's been close to the podium numerous times, taking 4th place before, looking to edge that out even more so this year. An athlete that competes with cool, calm, and collected nerves his entire time, but looking to capitalize on those events that he knows he can make up those points. These are going to be big keys for success for Trey to get through to that final.
This is definitely a group I would not want any part of. Rounding out the group is Ondrej Vojtu of the Czech Republic, Canada's Tristan Hoth, and 2020 finalist Luke Richardson from Great Britain. And their first event is the loading medley.
In this event, athletes have 4 sandbags, each weighing 287 pounds and differing in size and shape. Distances go from 5 to 20 meters. Athletes only have 1 minute and 15 seconds to complete this course.
Luke Richardson from Great Britain, 335 strong pounds.
Representing the United States of America.
And from the USA, Trey Mitchell, Lumberton, Texas.
Trey Mitchell, also known as Big Thicket, on the stage. And this will be interesting. Trey known for his static strength, so we're excited to see how well he shows up conditioned for the event this year.
This is a man who knows how to load a truck. Big Thicket from Lumberton, Texas, lumbering away.
Both athletes sprinting through those first 2, and you can see the athleticism of Luke Richardson really catapulting him to the start.
But Richardson looks like he's tweaked something in his right arm.
Grabbing that right bicep, sticking it out to the crowd and his coach. Obviously disappointed there with the injury, and Trey Mitchell still going here on his 4th bag, just over that 40-second mark.
The strength in the legs by Mitchell, and there is bag 4 in under 50 seconds. So
gentlemen, put your hands together, show your appreciation.
Now we look at Luke Richardson's obvious injury.
Looks like another bicep injury for Luke Richardson, something he's had in the past before. But Trey Mitchell coming in 49.38 seconds, taking that top spot thus far. And an unfortunate turn of events here for Luke Richardson, seeing on that 3rd bag, injuring his right bicep. But Trey Mitchell powering through, getting all 4 bags in a speedy time.
And up next, Ondrej Vojtu from the Czech Republic. And Tristan Hoth.
Canada, Tristan Hoth.
Both athletes here at World's Strongest Man for a 2nd time. Tristan Hoth really surprising a lot of people last year, taking 5th place at World's Strongest Man. But Ondrej Vojtu looking strong and fit coming into the competition this year, and he takes off with that 1st bag.
And Rob, we've talked about this before, but in loading medley, this is so much about not just strength, but cardio, breathing, those seemingly simple things that are maybe the biggest challenges.
Yeah, I mean, 287 pounds on each of these bags, running back and forth, carrying these, but also being aware enough to know that you have to move quick on the transition. It's not good enough just to carry that bag fast. You have to be fast on the way back to pick up that next bag, just like Andre's showing here.
Oh, my goodness, terrific at 42.55. So there is your clubhouse leader, Foytu. Hoth finishes off with bag number 4. So that's a good showing from Tristan Hoth, but Andre Foytu is now the leader in the loading medley.
Interestingly enough, with Tristan, the way he loaded the vehicle, it looks like he had too many sandbags in the front, making it more difficult for him to load that final bag onto that truck. But Andre Foytu coming in, 42.55, really putting the pressure on all the other athletes in this heat to come out and put on a show. We can see how quickly Andre transitioned between each bag. He was confident with the pick, getting the bag up to his shoulders, and without any hesitation takes off on that run to load it into the back of that truck.
And up next in the loading medley, Maxime Boudreau of Canada.
Third place at World's Strongest Man in 2021.
Ready?
He is coming in this year with a target and his eye on making it to the finals. He wants to get back to a podium spot, and you see him here taking on this medley, being quick and methodical.
And worth pointing out, in this loading medley event and throughout World's Strongest Man, you're at times competing alongside someone, but this is really individual result, and Maxime is doing very well.
I like his strategy here. He was a little bit slow and methodical on that first huge sandbag, but he's increased his speed every bag since. That clock is ticking away. Will Foytu's time stay on top?
Boudreau giving it his best, but Foytu still the leader, so that should put Boudreau in second place in the loading medley.
Only a few tenths of a second separating Foytu from Boudreau. I mean, just amazing at how close this sport really can be. Maxime again being methodical on that first bag, but increasing his speed throughout, but not fast enough to beat out that man right there, Andre Foytu. And he's down with Kiana.
Andre, you are known for your speed and your athleticism, and I was watching you moving down these lanes. You were moving. How did that play into your success here?
Well, I felt really good going into this competition. Glad we have the first event behind us and the nerves can settle a bit, but feeling good after that.
And then if you think about it being your second year, last year falling just short of the finals, what from that experience helped you into this year?
It just, puts the fire under me and makes me more motivated to make the final this year.
Absolutely. And what are your expectations for World's Strongest Man this year?
To make the final, that's the goal.
There we go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appears to be well on his way. Group 4 starts off with a win by Czech Republic's Andre Foytu. Canada's Boudreau will take second. The American Trey Mitchell third. Britain's Richardson had to withdraw due to injury. It's a grueling 771 pounds in the hands. Who can conquer the next event, the deadlift, and get the most reps? Find out when we return to the SBD World's Strongest Man.
The SBD World's Strongest Man on CBS Sports is sponsored by SBD, proudly supporting the world's strongest athletes, and by Connect, beyond maximum security.
Such amazing history here in the beautiful city of Sacramento, California. We're back at Old Sacramento for the next event for Group 4, the deadlift for reps.
771 pounds on this barbell. Pick it up, put it down as many times as you can in 1 minute. The most amount of reps will take the event win.
Dare I say, for most of us, the number would be 0. But for these competitors, Tristan Hoth of Canada and Trey Mitchell of the United States of America.
Trey Mitchell.
The number is going to be better than 0. The repetition, I think, is what makes this. We're all pretty familiar with the deadlift, but Rob, to get the number of reps at 771 pounds is just incredible.
And I am really excited about this event. We said in the beginning, Trey Mitchell is just known for his static strength. And you can just see how comfortable he is strapped to that bar. But Tristan Hoth staying rep for rep with Trey.
And we pointed this out when we've seen the deadlift reps before, but it is the up, the hold, and the down in order for that to count a rep. You just can't bounce up and down.
Exactly. There's a lot of control that goes into this event, and we see Trey Mitchell successful with 8 repetitions so far. Tristan Hoth grinding his way through 7.
I mean, this is an incredible show of strength, even in a strongman competition like this. Mitchell, 9, Hoth, 7. Clock ticking down. That's 10 now for Mitchell, and down.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
This is amazing to see 10 reps. Trey still going for number 11 as time expires. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal performance.
So second for Hoth right now with 8, but that's a tremendous result. Only outdone by Trey Mitchell, 10 reps. That's going to be just about impossible to better.
Absolutely phenomenal deadlifting here by Trey Mitchell. Just staying completely locked in the entire time, staying true to his form, staying true to his timing on that barbell to get 10 repetitions at 771 pounds.
Coming up, Czech Republic's Andrei Foitu and Canada's Maxime Boudreau. Their turn at the deadlift for reps when we return to the SBD World's Strongest Man. Welcome back to Sacramento, California, where we continue Group 4's battle to the final. That fight was ended for one competitor, Luke Richardson, who was injured in the first event, getting medical attention at the moment. Let's hear from him in his SBD Power Profile.
Luke Richardson, 27, 6'3", 335 pounds, Great Britain. I'm very excited to be back. It's been a long, hard road for me to get back here, if I'm being honest. My last World's Strongest Man was in 2021. Tore my bicep in the first event of that, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. I've had 5 surgeries in the last kind of 4 years from then. Life's been tough, but I'm tougher. At times it maybe would have made more sense to walk away, but this is who I am.
You're Europe's Strongest Man 2025. Again! Let's go!
It was probably one of the most significant and best days of my life, I'll be honest. I think as I was loading the last stone, it was like a 5-year snapshot reel went through my mind.
Please welcome out Luke Richardson.
I think given my current form and how I feel, I know that I'm top 10 in the world, and I think if I can get in the final, I can make a good case for myself. But if I didn't make the final, I'd be incredibly disappointed. It felt familiar, unfortunately. Everything felt really easy. It just popped and yeah, that's it. It's over. I'm a man who won't take anything lying down. Oh well. This is my life. You get knocked down, you get back up, don't you? It's a brutal sport. It's a sport for warriors, and I've got a few cuts and scars on me now, but I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, especially after hearing that, we wish Luke the best recovery and can't wait to see him in future competitions. Now we continue on with the deadlift for reps event of this competition.
Representing Czech Republic.
Next two athletes, we have Andrei Foitu going up against Canada's Maxime Boudreau. This will be an interesting one, Carter, only because of the performances we just saw from Trey Mitchell and Tristan Hoth, 10 and 8 reps respectively. Regardless of who's coming up after that performance, that is a tough one to follow.
We know it's an individual competition, but 18 combined between the first two competitors in this event, reps to beat 10, and that's going to be a very challenging number to equal or better.
Max is not the strongest of deadlifters, so he's coming into this event getting one on the board, making sure he gets some points out of this event, but knowing he's not going to tax himself for too many more reps because that might make him worse off for the rest of the competition. Andre coming in with 5, knowing that 10 and 8 is probably a little bit too far off for him to get to.
With 5 reps, give it up for Andre Foytu.
It's still a strong showing. I mean, no one's likely to get to 10 or even 8, but 5, pretty good result.
Andre getting 5 reps here, putting him in 3rd place in the event. We saw an impressive first event performance, but 5 reps here, certainly nothing to be upset about. But that man right there, Trey Mitchell of the USA, our winner with 10 reps.
That win for Trey creates a tie for first with 8 points between him and Foytu. Also a tie for third with Boudreau and Hoth. This is shaping up to be a very interesting competition. One of the most daunting events of this competition, the overhead medley. 4 implements lifted overhead in the fastest time wins. Can Foytu's dominance continue? Find out when we return to the SBD World's Strongest Man.
The SBD World's Strongest Man on CBS Sports is sponsored by SBD, proudly supporting the world's strongest athletes.
The crowd is excited and ready for the third event for Group 4. It's time for the overhead medley.
4 implements. These athletes have to press overhead, 7 reps total. Objects weigh between 199 and 370 pounds. Only 1 minute and 15 seconds to complete this course, and the fastest time wins.
Maxime Boudreau from Canada is first.
Representing the Czech Republic, Andre Foytu.
Andre Foytu has a chance for a dominant performance here in Sacramento.
These 2 athletes are overhead pressing animals. 199 pounds on this first dumbbell, and Andre decides to take it for a little stroll.
A stroll is how you would categorize what's happening in front of us?
Both athletes making that second rep look easy and onto this 320-pound log, which will not be an issue for either of them.
Make me look like a Lincoln log at this point.
Onto that circus barbell, 340 pounds, something out of a cartoon. You can see Andre flying through these reps, as is Max. Andre making his way onto the final implement, 370-pound axle. That bar is 2 inches in diameter. He's got to get it up to the shoulders. Getting that bar overhead, and Andre successful with all 7 lifts.
Incredible. Foytu continues his strong charge through Sacramento. That's going to be it for Boudreau. Foytu, I think so. Thumbs up with that performance in the overhead medley.
From Maxime Boudreau.
Max coming out onto the floor, hitting 6 reps, just under 1 minute. And there he is, the current leader, Andre Foytu, getting all 7 reps in just over 1 minute. You can see him with this 370-pound axle on his shoulders, getting a ton of leg drive into that press to make sure he gets the down call from that judge.
Representing Canada.
And now on to Tristan Hoth from Canada. And a North American showdown here.
Representing the United States of America,
Mitchell from the USA.
We just saw both athletes put on a show with the deadlift for reps. Let's see if that strength translates to some overhead movements. Both attacking this 199-pound dumbbell. Trey making quick work, as is Hoth.
I mean, there is a phrase, country strong. Dare I say Mitchell qualifies.
Again, there's a reason his nickname is the Big Thicket, thrown around that 320-pound log like a toothpick.
Still a good performance from Holt as well.
Trey also making quick work. 340 pounds on that circus barbell. Going with a straight clean to the shoulders and a little bit of a strict press.
With a little bit of flair, too. So take a look at the timing of this as well, because Mitchell has a chance. It's gonna be close. It looks like he just missed taking the lead.
Just unbelievable performance. Tristan struggling over here with that circus barbell, trying to squeak out every rep he can as time expires. But Carter, as you said, it looks like Trey might have just missed getting that first place spot over Foytu.
Give it up.
Well,
for
strong
Tristan
performance from Hove. Terrific performance from Mitchell, but Foytu will win the overhead medley.
Just absolutely great performance here from Trey, just being fractions of a second off that first place win, but showing his static strength in power here with each of those reps. And your winner, Andre Foytu, getting all 7 objects in just over 1 minute.
After 3 events, Czech Republic's Andre Foytu has once again taken first with 13 points, but only besting Trey Mitchell by 1. The 2 Canadians, Boudreau and Hoth, are in 3rd and 4th. 2 events remain for the athletes of Group 4 before their 2 finalists are decided. It's still a tight race and could be anybody's game who will prevail. Find out next time on the SBD World's Strongest Man. For Rob Kearney and Kiana Martin, I'm Carter Blackburn. In association with 45 Live and Texas Crew Productions, this has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.